Hey guys, I've got an ad hoc review for you. I shot a video for my craft beer club and it got all screwed up and my computer refused to accept any of the video files that I had created, so I'm going to shoot a shorter version of that. So don't even remember what month it was, but it was about 3 months ago and it's now October, so probably August. And I probably got it at the end of July, beginning of August. And they sent me 2 different breweries. So there is Gray Sail Brewing in Rhode Island, are these ones on the left, and then Bend Brewing Company. If I'm like 99% sure that's what it is. It doesn't say on the can in big letters, but Bend Brewing Company. They sent me 2 other ones. I drank the Hefeweizen. I'll tell you why in a quick second. But for those of you who don't know what Craft Beer Club is, it is a subscription service where they send you 12 craft beers. Just as a heads up, they don't normally send cans. The last 2 months I've gotten 2 months worth of cans, but I've got 2 more months worth of boxes sitting over there with bottles in them. So it's kind of like either or. I think it's because a big thing in Texas lately is that almost always they've been canning beer. It's become a big popular thing, mainly because of the availability of going out and drinking beer in more locations in a can versus a bottle. So I'll kind of start talking about Big Bend Brewing. So the brewmaster at this brewery, the guy who owns it, he used to work at Live Oak Brewery and Goose Island. Both of those are breweries that I really like. Live Oak is from Austin, and they actually have the #1 rated Hefeweizen in the world. And so he left there and started his own brewing company down in southern Texas near Big Bend, and his Hefeweizen is absolutely phenomenal. He must have learned how they made it at Live Oak and made it his own, so it's very true to the classic Hefeweizen style. It has that wheat flavor, citrus flavor in there as well. But it's all kind of brought together and also has its own character. So Live Oak does not bottle or can any of their beers. You can only get it on tap. And so that pretty much means that involves you going to Austin in order to try the world's #1 rated Hefeweizen. Honestly, the Hefeweizen, which it's called the Big Bend Hefeweizen, is amazing. The best Hefeweizen I've had in a can by far. Nothing even comes close to how good that was. If you can find them, definitely get a can of that. It is definitely worth your while. The only problem is that even though I live right on the border of New Mexico and Texas, I can't find it. Lubbock is the biggest Texas city that's closest to me, and can't find any of their beers there. But San Angelo, which is where I used to live, they have access to a couple of his beers every once in a while up there. So he might have like about a 5-6 hour radius from Big Bend where he distributes, but it's kind of hit or miss. Anyways, like I said, outstanding Hefeweizen. Next is the #22 Porter. It is actually named after US22, which runs, I guess, near where his brewery's at. This one is 6.4%. It's an ale, 12-ounce can. This is a very good porter. I really can't complain too much about it. Porters for me are 70-30. 70% of the ones I like, 30% of the ones I don't like. It all depends on what type of porter characters that they bring out. This is very good based on roasty malts, the chocolate coffee flavors within the porter versus some of the spicy flavors that you'll get in other porters. Absolutely delicious. Very, like I said, very dark color. Alright, so next I'll talk about Gray Sail. I want to talk about the Flying Jenny. So something must be wrong with the cans that I got, because every can that I opened ended up just pouring and gushing beer everywhere, but all the other cans I haven't had an issue with. Only this one beer, Flying Jenny, I don't know if it fermented a little bit extra in the can, but when I actually cracked it open shooting the video, it poured everywhere. But anyways, it's a extra pale ale. It's a little too strong for my liking. Too much hops in it for me to truly enjoy it. but it's not a bad pale ale. It's something that's drinkable. I know that people are gonna say blasphemy when I say this, but I think one of the worst IPAs that I've ever had, or extra pale ales, well, really an IPA, is Stone IPA. It's awful. The only flavor that it has is hops and a tiny bit of malt, and that's everything I hate about IPAs. This is a little bit different. It kind of blends between a pale ale and an IPA, but not treading to IPA territory. And then I'm going to talk about their flagship ale. This is more of a pale ale. This is like a East Coast style pale ale versus a West Coast style pale ale. So a little less citrusy, but still has a significant amount of hops. So it's good. It's not great. And this brewery didn't really impress me too much. Their beers were kind of average, but honestly, most East Coast breweries don't impress me very much, mainly because that's not the kind of style of beer that I usually enjoy, especially their version of any beer. I usually prefer the West Coast version. So anyways, overall, this box was really good just for the fact I was able to get my hands on that Hefeweizen. I didn't even know a lot of the stuff when I first drank it, that Live Oak had the #1 rated Hefeweizen in the world, until I actually went to Austin and went to Live Oak and tried their beer. And then I put 2 and 2 together and found out that he must have used that same recipe or something similar. So anyways, outstanding that I got 2 beers from them. These 2 beers are more so like easy drinking beers, not anything I fell in love with, not anything I'm going to go out and try again, but these 2, absolutely, if I can get my hands on them. So anyways, that's it for my quick, short review. Like I said, I've got 2 more months over there, so I'm going to get those out as quickly as possible. If you guys like this quick style here where I kind of hit the key points about the beer and let you know what I thought overall, please let me know, because I know my other beer reviews are a lot longer, and that's usually because I try to show you guys what the color of it looks, give you the actual tasting notes as I'm tasting it, and then get to see kind of what the pour looks like. But if that's something most of you are interested in, then I'll save you guys time and leave the reviews like this. So thanks again. Again, if you have any comments, please leave those below. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please click subscribe. Thank you.